nice and full. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you are.
Whoops.
You better be.
I'm guessing that's good. Okay. All right. Well, back up a little bit. There you go. Okay. Okay.
Increased blood pressure, extreme weight loss, anxiety and panic attacks, a trip to the emergency room for dehydration, insomnia. Those were all symptoms that I was exhibiting several years ago as a nurse, the signs of stress. So today we're going to discuss with you how nurses cope with stress in Iran. How would you feel if you knew that your nurse was exhibiting those signs and symptoms that I was? Would you feel safe if you knew your nurse had maybe had like about 2 hours of sleep, had several anxiety attacks? So that's just a question for you to think about. So today I'll inform you of a study conducted in 2010 in Iran by authors Marjan Lal and Nazreen Alamari about how nurses cope with stress. So first we're going to discuss both the positive and negative coping strategies that some nurses use while they are on the job. And then second, we'll discuss factors such as age, gender, work experience, and seniority, and how these factors are directly related to how certain nurses are able to stress with work-related instances on the job. So there are many different types of stress that can affect a person, including nurses on the job. These include physical, mental, and emotional. And these all, they impact not only your work life, but your personal life as well. And according to Lal and Laramie, stress can be defined simply as the wear and tear in the body's symptoms caused by life. Further, caring for clients who are experiencing high levels of anxiety can be stress-provoking for nurses. Quotes. Also, different nurses, they respond to stress in different ways. That can be either in a positive way or a negative way. Also, according to Lal and Alamari, some of the positive ways that nurses can cope with stress while they're on the job is listening to music, writing, reading, relaxation exercises, and also talking to different peers about what problems you might be facing. Some of the negative coping strategies that are included while experiencing stress on the job include disputing or arguing, over-drinking alcohol, smoking, drug abuse, and unfortunately suicide. So now that we're aware of all the different positive and negative coping strategies used in the participants in the study, we're going to go ahead and discuss the correlation between personal information and the ability for those individuals to be able to cope with stress. So the researchers, they found that there were relationships between different environmental and physical factors and how a nurse copes with on-the-job stress. The direct correlation is between factors such as age, work, environment, seniority, and gender. Again, Lal and Alamari, quote, age of respondent, workplace, job experience, and tenure status had significant relation to stress and coping. Nursing staff of 20 to 39 years old, they more coped with stress than younger or older ages, as did the nurses with 5 to 9 years experience of working than those with less job experience. end quote. The study also showed all nurses coping with stress had a positive or a negative impact on themselves. So just like one individual person or nurse may exhibit signs of tension headache, irritability, clenched fists, somebody else can actually modify their behavior and use more adaptive mechanisms. So in closing, there's not a real big difference between my personal experiences as a nurse and those nurses who experienced work-related stress in Iran. In the end, no, I did not kill a patient. I am still working. I still have my RN license, and we do know that we can see how important it is for nurses to find positive coping strategies, not only for ourselves, but also for patient safety.